Hello everyone and welcome to the Smith County Chamber program. I'm Denise Hackett along with my co-host Janie Pettigo, and we have an exciting November
Yes, we do.
on us. And we have a tremendous amount of wonderful guests scheduled for our show today. And Janie, this time we're going to try to take our guests in sequential order as to when the event is.
Okay.
So let's get rolling. We have a full show today.
And I have a wonderful first guest for today's program. I would like to introduce to you, as if you didn't know him, Mayor Michael Nesbitt. And Mayor Nesbitt, I hear you're going to tell us a little bit about the upcoming Smith County Veterans Day program.
Yes,
What's that all about? And tell us when it's going to be.
It's an exciting time. Years ago we didn't even have a Veterans Day parade at all, and Mr. Bob Baker was our Veterans Administrator. He come up with the idea of having a Veterans Day parade, which has just been very, very
wonderful.
Well attended, and people just are excited about it. This year is November the 11th. It's on a Sunday afternoon, and the lineup for the parade starts at 2 o'clock or 1400 hours by military time. And also the parade starts at 2:30, so they're lining up at 2 and the parade starts at 2:30. The parade will start at Carmack Avenue, which is across the road from Capital Bank, and will come all the way down to the Smith County Courthouse. Now at the courthouse, we're estimated to be there about 3 o'clock, just depending on the time that it takes us to get there. And this year there will be bands that will be in the parade. There will be special speakers. This year's keynote speaker is Mr. Harold Key, which was in World War II, and he's going to talk about his part that he had in that through his tours through Africa and other parts.
Wow.
And so it's going to be really exciting. Mr. Jimmy Norris will be doing the invocation, and then I'll have a little bit of part to do that too. I'll be welcoming people, and Sabre Hodge, which is the city mayor, she'll be welcoming people also. And then we'll place a wreath at the monument there that is in recognition of our veterans. And so it's going to be a very good occasion, a solemn occasion also. Veterans Day, I just want to take an opportunity to thank all the veterans that have served our country, and because of what they've done for us, the freedoms we have, even to have TV and the freedom of speech, so those kind of things. So we're looking forward to that day.
Now the Boys and Girl Scouts are going to be a part of this as well?
Yes, ma'am. Sorry I left them out. They'll be presenting the colors, marching with us, and so they'll be at the courthouse, raise the flag up, and hopefully that the Gordonsville Band will be playing also.
Okay, so one more time. This is Sunday, November 11th?
Yes, ma'am. Sunday, November 11th, starting at 2:30 or 14:30 military time.
So you all come out and be sure and honor our veterans at the annual Veterans Day Parade here in Smith County.
We have some new chamber members, and it's the Chamber Member Spotlight. And with me, I have Greta Molinex and Natasha Land, and they're with Home Instead Senior Care. And this is a new chamber member, a new business here that's coming into Smith County and servicing some of our people and our individuals in Smith County. So Natasha and Greta, we're so glad to have you as new chamber members, and I'm going to let you tell a little bit, what is Home Instead, and what do people need to do to get in touch with you, or why do I need to get in touch with you?
Absolutely, thank you, and we are so excited to be here and to be a part of the Smith County Chamber. Home Instead Senior Care provides non-medical care for seniors in their homes. We provide
just basic needs such as helping them going to the doctor's office and things like that.
Meal preparation, some light housekeeping, incidental transportation where we might take them to their hair appointment or take them to their doctor's appointment.
Home Instead has been around for about 10 years. Natasha and I are so excited to be members of the Chamber and be a part of it. Our franchise office right now is located in Mount Juliet. We are going to be moving to the Lebanon area, so we service Smith County, Wilson County, DeKalb County, and part of North Nashville. But we're very excited. We have caregivers over 100 that take care of folks' loved ones in their homes.
And you have patients here in Smith County.
Yes,
That's
we
why
do.
you're here. You
Yes.
have many people that you see here in Smith County.
Yes, we do. We call on the Riverview Hospital. We also call on Smith County, which is now Kindred.
Yes.
So we're very excited to be part of this chamber and to work in the community. Home Instead is about giving back in the community. And we've actually just kicked off a new program. We had our kickoff party, if you will, at Cedarstone Bank in Lebanon, and we are a part of Be a Santa to a Senior. This is an opportunity for Home Instead to give back to folks that don't have family, that are less fortunate. in the community. So we're working with the Watertown Police Department, several of the skilled nursing facilities in the area in Lebanon and Smith County to get names of those folks so that we can make sure that they have a special Christmas. So our trees go up on the 12th. There'll be names in all of our CVS's. So you'll be able to submit names or take names off of the trees there at CVS. It's an ornament. So, but we're very excited. We'll wrap those gifts on the 13th of December and deliver all of those. Like I said, all of those will be delivered to Cedar Stone Bank there in Lebanon and in Mount Juliet. So it's a great program. We're excited. Natasha and I, this is our first Be a Santa to a Senior. So
I think that's fabulous because there are so many elderly people that, you know, maybe they don't have family that live here, or maybe they don't have anyone. And sometimes, you know, we always take up toys for the little ones, but we sometimes forget about those older individuals that may not have family. But I am so glad that you're in our community, because as you're talking, I can think of at least 5 people that probably could use your type of service. They have family, but children, but they work full time.
Sure.
You know, and they have full-time jobs, but yet they really need an extra hand, a helping hand, to help them out during the day, or to check in on them, or to take them to that beauty shop appointment on Friday.
That's right.
You know, or to the doctor's appointment, and just help out by doing light things or errands that that the family member may not have the time or be able to do.
Denise, that's correct. It's rewarding to know that you have someone that you can trust that's licensed and bonded and have workman's comp, and that can go into your home and take care of your mom or your dad and make sure that they have a meal cooked, or they can even have med reminders. We do med reminders.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I mean, it's a great service. You know, if anyone is interested, there are brochures here at the Chamber office. They can contact our office. We also have an office in Cookeville, several other surrounding areas in Goodlettsville and in Nashville. Crossville also has an office. So.
And you made a very important part in your first statement there, saying that they are certified, that you are bonded. Now repeat that again, because I think that's very important as an individual. If I had someone come in and to take care of a family member, repeat that.
Denise, all of our caregivers are trained extensively. They're trained on a quarterly basis, but we do cover them with the license and bonded. We have insurance to cover them, and we do have workman's comp. So if something happens in your home, they are covered. Otherwise, you are responsible for covering someone if you hire them privately to take care of them in your home. So that's, I mean, and they actually could cancel your insurance if something were to happen into your home. So it's just an added benefit that Home Instead has. So we're excited to work for a company. I know I've only been with the company 6 months, and Natasha's been with the company
6 weeks.
So, but we're very happy to work for a company that has those kind of credentials on their caregivers.
I have a question, Natasha or Greta, whoever wants to answer this. My father just recently hurt his back, and he is retired. He's in his 70s. If I needed your assistance, where would I call?
You could call our Mount Juliet office, and Greta, the number for that office
It's
is
615-553-4297. And I will also tell you that you were talking about veterans a few minutes ago. We do have some brochures and some information that can get veterans assistance. And if they are seeing a VA doctor, they would just need a doctor's order stating that they needed that extra care. So they could go to their VA doctor, and if they needed a homemaker, just a small amount of service, then we will be able to provide that approximately about 5 hours a week. So
it's wonderful, and it is definitely a need, not only in this area, but everywhere. And knowing that you have someone that you can trust to come into your home, I was thinking, man, this sounds good. Now, how old do you have to be to be able to receive this service? But I think it's fabulous. And also, they are new chamber members. So all you have to do, if you didn't get the information, you contact us here at the chamber, and we'll be happy to get you their information. Or you can look on our website, www.smithcountychamber.org, and you can actually link from our website. Their information is on there to their website. And get additional information, but I know that Greta and Natasha, if you needed to speak with one of them, they'd be more than happy to come and see you.
Most definitely.
Absolutely.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you for having
Thanks.
us.
Denise, at this time, I've got another exciting guest I'd like to introduce. We have
Okay.
with us today Mr. Wesley Rigsby, and he is representing the Pleasant Shade Community Center, and you have an important event coming up on November 17th.
We
We'd
sure
like
do.
for you to tell everybody about it.
Okay, it's a fall festival, and we have coming up on the 17th. And before that part, and that we're going to have a turkey dinner with all the trimmings, and that's going to be from 4 to 6. And then at 6 o'clock and that, we're going to have a cakewalk. And all the proceeds that we get from this right here is going to where it helps us keep our community center open. We are a nonprofit organization, 501c3, and the county was gracious enough to give us the community center, and it was an old elementary school, and we have taken it and working on it, and we continue to work on it all the time and getting it up and doing it. And we also rent out during the year, and they have rooms that we rent, and we'll also rent the gym out.
Okay, so if I had a family reunion,
Yes, ma'am.
who would I call to rent the community center?
We have our telephone number is 677-1000,
Okay.
and we have an answering machine on it, and I check it quite often, and then we get back to you
Okay.
and that. But we've had family reunions, we've had birthdays, we've had one reunion that was so big they had to rent a gym,
Oh,
and
my.
that because they had about 140 or 50 people there.
Well, what is the rent rate, Wesley?
For the gym and that, it's $100, and for a room and that, it's $50.
Okay, okay. But now back to this fall, the turkey and dressing is what I'm interested in now, because y'all do, you have all the fixings.
Yes, ma'am.
Full, and you can eat there, or you
Right.
also have carry out for
We have
those
carry-outs,
individuals that would
right.
like to come and pick it up.
Sure.
And that, and then my fun thing, because you don't see these anymore, are cakewalks. And they are so much fun, and that starts at 6 o'clock, right?
6 o'clock,
Now, if we come to the cakewalk, what might we win?
Well, we have people that will donate items, all kind of variety of stuff in that, a lot of cakes, pies. We have gift cards, just anything anybody wants to donate, we do all of it.
That's wonderful.
How fun. They are neat. Now, do people need to call in advance to get a turkey dinner, or can they
No, ma'am,
just...
they just show up.
Wow. Okay. Let's remember that today.
I know. Listen, I just want the dressing. That's my favorite
I
part,
know.
is the dressing. And I'm sure, Wesley, do you make the dressing? Who makes
Not this year. I did some last year, but not this
Oh,
year.
I didn't know you were a cook.
My mother's recipe.
Oh, wow.
That's wonderful. So everybody, be sure and come out to the annual Pleasant Shade Annual Fall Festival, and that will be on November 17th from 4 until 8 p.m. And if they're still full from lunch or whatever, they can at least come to the cakewalk
Sure.
and win some exciting prizes. So we thank you for coming today and telling us about this event.
Thank
A
you.
wonderful community event.
Yes,
a
it
wonderful
is.
community. And we're so glad and thankful that y'all been able to take the
We'd like to
Pleasant Shade.
mention also, the road, Highway 80 is closed.
Yes.
Because they're fixing it down there below Pleasant Shade. And on the detour, we have signs where they can come across the Green Hill or out at Russell Hill. We have a arrow pointing and the road, because Highway 80 from Russell Hill is open. You just have to go around the barricade, but you get down to the Pleasant Shade Community Center that way.
And that is not a deterrent. It is a beautiful drive.
Yes, it
So
is.
take that opportunity to make that beautiful drive. So, well, Jamie, we have another chamber member, and we're going to do a promotion. This is Suzanne with DJ's Prime Shine, and they're a local business here, chamber member. And Suzanne, you've got some exciting new things that you're doing at DJ's Prime Shine.
I sure do. We actually still do the regular auto detail. We do a 2-door car for $25, 4-door truck, SUV $35. You've got wax, which is very important right now with Christmas and winter coming around, your ice and salt. We wax and do a full detail, small small cars 65, SUV trucks 75. Those prices do not include your local sales tax, so it's just a couple dollars extra for your tax. But last year we didn't have this to offer, and I wanted to come out and talk about it.
Okay.
We are so excited about Christmas open house. I am trying to get the place ready. We actually cut vinyl. We do some small decorative stuff. I've got these in all kinds of colors. You can put them on your front door. I brought this one red because it's kind of festive.
Oh, pretty. So this can go on your front, this can go on a wall or a front door.
Front door, wall, glass, anything.
But you can customize these
I
too.
can
Like if I
customize
wanted
these.
to put my name on there, you can customize.
I sure can. I can make it 2 foot wide and 50 feet long if you want it. We can make it as big as you want it out there. And these are really nice because this stuff is a lot different than like the interior vinyls that they're selling. This is 5-year exterior vinyl. So you can put this on your car and it's going to last 5 years guaranteed on your vehicle. So on your wall, inside your house, you're not going to lose letters. It's going to stay on there. And we actually do vehicle graphics out there too. So for our customers that come out there and purchase the vehicle graphics, we actually do the application for them, which is nice. On this stuff, more than likely you're going to have to take it home. You're going to have to apply it, but it's a real simple application. We have the clear transfer tape and it comes off the back and you squeegee it on and get all the bubbles off of it.
And it's very
Peel it
simple.
off. Very simple, really awesome. But we've got some of these. I was going to bring them out and kind of show you. I've got some little sayings.
Oh, pretty to
stuff
put
that'd
on
be
your
cute.
wall.
Yeah.
And for nurseries or
Nurseries.
your personal home.
Children's walls, anything that you see on Pinterest or anything that you just like that's a saying.
That's a quote.
Yeah, you can come to me and say, hey, I want maybe this particular Bible verse on your wall. You pick out your font, you tell me the size you want, we custom design. Our turnaround's normally pretty fast. Sometimes I have very big projects that I'm working on. They take me a little bit longer, but we do things like that. I've brought a couple of them out here.
This is pretty. This is yeah.
And you can actually separate these when you apply them so you can stack your words however you want them.
Right.
You know, it's just this is the strip they sell in. My stuff tends to run a little less expensive than the stuff you're going to buy out of catalogs off the internet or anything like this.
Well, number one, you don't have to pay shipping.
Yes.
And it's local.
And it's waterproof. I actually have these fun things I do for my daughter. We'll go buy cups and I'll put her initials or something she wants on them. They hand wash and I've never ran them through the dishwasher, but I wash them with hot soap and water. The decals are waterproof. We've actually done boats this summer. And this stuff is awesome because you can say, hey, I want this on my boat. We can put whatever you want on your boat and you can go in the water and it's not going to come off because it's
Well, I see
exterior.
you have some license plates
I
there.
brought some plates. We, of course, sell the typical chrome mirrored plate. We sell these in black also. I have some purple, green, pink stuff for the ladies and stuff, but we personalize these however you want them. Cost on these is $20 plus sales tax. We actually did some real fun fundraisers with the youth football cheerleaders this summer. So I've got some metal plates and I brought them for examples. We sold the Owls plates. We have black metal plates still left and I have white metal plates and we'll put anything you want on these. But I brought the local team out to show.
That's a good Christmas
That is
gift.
cute.
Great Christmas gifts.
And you could, you could do probably whatever they requested.
Whatever they request, I can fit on a plate. We run a really great graphic software, so it allows you to shrink it down, stretch it out however you want it. We do carry, for all the guys with the bikes, the Wicked Skulls. These are very, very, very popular on their helmets. They like them on the front shield of their bike. I've done several different bike graphics. This one's in chrome in particular. We actually carry colored chrome, red, blue, black, anything you want. If we don't have it, we can get it within 2 to 3 days. Normally on the colored chrome takes a little longer. And we have that holographic glitter, which goes on boats too. So that's really nice when you want to run your boat registrations on the side, and we can mirror them and do them really neat and really fancy.
And this looks like this would be a business.
This is actually my neighbor's. I've made it for them and I'm borrowing. But this belongs to the Hometown Smoke Shack next door beside me. And they're changing their hours this week and they're going to extend their drive-through hours. So this is just to show you the diversity of the vinyl. I've not even covered this yet. It's freshly picked. But they're changing their business hours next door. So she came over to me and she said, hey, I need my business hours changed. I can make these small, I can make them huge, make them however you want them.
Any color, any shape,
Any
any
color.
size, and that's wonderful for businesses.
Yeah, so when someone comes up to your door and you're closed, they don't just pull on it and say, oh, I wonder when they're open. They can actually look at it and go, oh, that's their hours, they're closed, and know to come back at a later point in time. But, we've done some really exciting stuff with this. We've done 21-foot trailer wraps where you'll put a business's name, their phone number, and all that. Our prices are so competitive, it's not even funny. We actually did Vic Jenkins Collision Center out of Gallatin. We did their truck because they were going to places that are local in Nashville, and the going rate of this stuff in Nashville is really high. So we're small town and we're Smith County, and we're working in the economy we're working in. We're giving this at really good prices. We do corrugated signs, we do door magnets, we do banners, any size you want, just anything you want in vinyl we can do for you out at DJ's.
Well, Janie, I'm very excited to introduce another new chamber member. This is Deanne Oberly, and she is with the Smith County Heritage Museum. And Deanne, we are so glad that you have joined the chamber. The Smith County Heritage Museum is such a wonderful place, and it's almost a hidden treasure here in Smith County, and it is just fabulous. We've taken several groups there to tour the museum. Everyone has been so impressed, and I just want to say thank you, because you have taken artifacts and things, it's fabulous.
It is.
From Smith County, and it's displayed in such a manner. So tell us a little bit about what's going on at the Smith County Heritage Museum.
Well, thank you so much. And I just want to say what a pleasure it is, too, to work with all of those artifacts. Everything that we have there has been given to us or is loaned to us by families here in Smith County. So it just makes it that much more special.
It is special. They're trusting you with beloved items that's been in their family.
It is.
But what a wonderful way to preserve those items and to share them with our community.
Absolutely.
And well, you also, your hours, you are open, and it's a great place to come if you have family. It's a great place if you haven't been there yourself to go and view the items. I learned a lot. And I still learn every time I go in there, because you see something different, because people are continuing. And Deanne always has a new exhibit set up. But you are open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with different hours on those days.
That's right. Thursdays from 12 to 4, and Friday and Saturday from 10 to 2. So I wish we could be open a few more hours, but we try to pack as much as we can into those 12 hours per week. And so,
well, and we're growing. You're growing,
We are.
and as we grow, and it's a funding issue, just like all 501c3s. It's if we can help you out and we can grow the Smith County Heritage Museum funding, then it will enable you to stay open longer. But you have a special event coming up.
we do. And of course, since we're only able to be open 12 hours per week, what we've started doing is creating some additional educational projects that are going on in the evening.
Oh, wonderful!
So that when people are, off work, they can come and experience the museum.
Yes.
So this, November 17th, from 4 to probably about 7 or 8 p.m., depending on how late we go that evening, we're going to have the D. Ford Bailey Junior Band that are going to be there, and it's just going to be a wonderful evening. We have an exhibit there on D. Ford Bailey Sr., who was one of the first Grand Ole Opry members. And he was from Smith County, and not too many people know that.
No, they don't, because I didn't realize until you had told me. Did you know that,
I
Janie?
didn't either.
And the Grand Ole Opry, one of the first members from Smith County.
Yes.
So here it ties. And he played what instrument?
He played harmonica.
Harmonica.
Oh,
He did. That was
So,
Now, I didn't know that.
That was his main instrument. He also played banjo, and he played some percussion instruments as well, but that was his main instrument.
but this is actually one of his
This is his son. that's
his
gonna be playing.
son. Okay.
And so I think that I've convinced him, too, to talk a little bit about his father. I've got to weave some sort of educational,
Yes.
format into it,
Right.
Being the history nerd that I am, I try to bring a little bit more history.
Well, sure.
To
Well,
it.
we need to know that.
That's right.
And now, not only are you going to have him performing, but I think you're going to have some food.
We are. We're going to have some barbecue there as well before the event. And so it's just going to be a great family event. So I'm trying to encourage everybody that I know to just come out and support the museum and support the Bailey family and learn a little bit more about this wonderful musician that was from our county.
Do we need to sign up in advance for this?
No, not necessarily, but that would be wonderful if you'd like to. I mean, we don't have, that many tickets that are available. It's a small museum, and so
How many tickets are you selling?
about 300.
300. But if you need information, you may contact the Smith County Heritage Museum and Deanne, and that telephone number.
615-735-1104.
And also, you have a new website that you need to share. It's a very good website.
Thank you.
And your website information is?
It's smithcountyheritagemuseum.org.
Okay, wonderful. And thank you so much, Suzanne, for joining us.
Thank you. We've got a lot going on in November.
November's a busy.
I know. In fact, our next guest is going to tell you a little bit about, and us, a little bit about another November 17th event, and that is the Imagination Library Dinner. We have with us Miss Elaine West, and tell us a little bit about this wonderful event that's coming up.
Well, it is like they said, it's Saturday, November the 17th. This will be our 6th annual Imagination Library Dinner. It will be held over at the Smith County Ag Center. It starts about 5:30 for the social hour. Dinner usually starts about 6:30. We usually try to get our speaker up somewhere around 7:20, 7:30. And this year our speaker is going to be ventriloquist. That's a little hard to
easy
say.
for you to say.
That's a little hard to say. You have to get that tongue going around. David Turner, and I've never had the pleasure of hearing him, but everybody that's ever heard him says he is just really
I've heard
good.
he's great.
I have
Everybody
too.
says he's
They're very
really good.
entertaining. So a
So
wonderful meal.
We're really anxious to hear him. And then after the speaker every year, we have a live auction. And during the event, we have silent auction items on display all through the evening, and people go around and bid on them all through the evening. And at some point, about midpoint through the live auction, we take up all the silent auction tickets, and we announce those winners at the end of the live auction. So we've got 21 tables sold at present. A table of 6 is $250. A table of 8 is $300. And this year we're going to do something a little different. We're going to sell individual tickets this year for $40 a ticket. So anybody that's interested in buying an individual ticket, if someone bought a table and didn't invite you, you can still come. Just call myself at the library. The number there is 735-1326, or you could call Denise here at the chamber, 735-2093, and we will sell you a ticket. And we ask people for donations, both monetary and for items for our auction. We've already collected over $600 in just donation this time. So if you can't come to the event and you still want to give, we take checks daily.
Well, it's
So
for a wonderful cause,
it's
Elaine.
for a wonderful cause, and we've had a lot of people donate some real good items. We do have a Smith County history book this year. Last year we didn't
Oh,
have one
wow,
at the
that's
auction.
wonderful.
So
How did you
they-
get your hands on that, Elaine?
Mr. John Wagner, he had it, and so
goodness.
he was telling everybody that he had one for sale.
And you
so-
can't get those anymore.
No, you can't.
You can't. And I was so surprised when he had this one. I don't remember, he told where he got it, but I don't remember. But we had to pay a little money for it, but usually they bring over $500 when we have them at our
That's
auction.
wonderful.
The last one that we have, I believe brought about $515. So they usually do real well.
And Elaine, not only is it going to be great entertainment, but you can come and if, just like she said, if you don't have, most of the time the tables are taken up by businesses or industries or companies in Smith County. Well, there are certain individuals that may not be associated with a company or an industry, but they want to give back to the community through the Books from Birth. And they can just purchase individual tickets because we've got the ventrilo, I can't even say it, that person that's going to be the entertainer, as well as we have great food. We have a local caterer, the Timber Loft will be there this year.
That's good.
And so
You know that's going to be good food.
it will be excellent. So it is going to be a wonderful evening. Now, Elaine, just a little bit. We know what Books from Birth is, but tell us what all this funding goes to.
Okay, Dolly Parton started it in Sevier County. You know, she grew up very, very, very poor. She didn't have any books or anything to read, so when she was successful, she started at first in Sevier County giving books to underprivileged children there. And it was so successful, it just done so well, and Dolly is a giving individual. So it spread out to all the counties in Tennessee at the current time have an Imagination Library. And Governor Phil Bredesen started the Books from Birth component with it. The Books from Birth component through the state pays half of the monthly invoice. Then each individual county is responsible for the other half of the monthly invoices. And probably our invoices run around $700 a month, roughly. The more children you have, the more it is, the less. But that's our portion. Like, that's how much we have to pay
Every month.
locally here. So the whole invoice is like $1,500 roughly a month. And so we have to have fundraisers like this. This is the only fundraiser that the Imagination Library Committee does. Now, the Carthage Rotary Club has a golf tournament every May, and they donate $4,000 of whatever the proceeds are for that tournament. They donate $4,000 to the Imagination Library, and then the county gives us $1,000 every year. But other than that, this is our fundraiser.
So you need lots of
We need lots of
help.
money, and we've got to have money, because if we ever can't pay those monthly invoices,
These
we lose
children
it.
will not
We lose
receive
it, and
books.
we have sent out in Smith County. It started in 2005. We have mailed out over 52,000 books to the children in Smith County, and that's a lot of books.
It is, and anyone can sign up.
Anyone birth from 5 years old.
No income.
No income, no nothing. The only thing is
Criteria.
you just have to be a resident of Smith County. That's the only criteria, is to be enrolled here. If you moved from this county to another county, you just enroll there, call us back here, and ask us to drop you off their roll. So a child can stay in it from birth to 5 years. The first book that they get is The Little Engine That Could.
Oh.
Every child gets The Little Engine That Could. And then the book that they get when they graduate is Look Out Kindergarten, Here I Come. And I think those are just two precious books. And the books are selected. The Dolly Parton Foundation has a committee. And they're a committee of retired teachers, different educators, college professors, publishing companies. They select the books that are going to be mailed out. That's the only two books that stays the same. All of the others every year changes for the different age groups and things. So we're really excited about it. Teacher Scores says that they can tell a difference. You know, when they do the report cards for the state, the last 2 years they've been saying that they can see improvement in children entering kindergarten, and they attribute part of that to them getting the Imagination Library books at home and having them read to them, and just having it there. You know, some kids wouldn't have had it if
That's
they didn't
right.
get it for free. A lot of parents buy books for their children, but many do not see them.
And it comes to their mailbox.
And that's what's
They
so
don't have to go
important.
anywhere to get it.
They don't have to go. I've got 2 grandchildren, and every month my 4.5-year-old, she just is thrilled to death because it has her name on it. You know, it doesn't come to Mom and Dad. It has her name on it. This is Madeline's, she'll say. This is mine, you know. So
Elaine, for someone like me that loves auctions, do you like auctions?
Yes,
Denise?
ma'am. I get caught up in them a little too much.
I do too, and but I always want to know what's going to be offered.
Okay,
so
I've
I
written
think
down
you've got
things.
yes. Tell us about that.
well, Jackie Carver, he has this unique thing about caskets with the Mennonites, and they donate him a rocker for ever so
I
many
thought you were going to
caskets.
say we had a
do
case.
too.
They donate him a rocker for, and what's so unique about these rockers? They're made out of all the woods in Tennessee, and then under the seat, on the seat portion, they have it wood engraved into what tree that is, like oak, cherry, chestnut, different things, and they're really pretty. And so he donates us one of those, and like I said, we have the Smith County history book. Miss Cheryl Rowe up at Pleasant Shade donates us a lovely piece of stained glass every year, and so that goes real well. We have Vera Bradley bags, and Miss Helen Birdwell always donates us a nice big painting that she's done, and we take anything. We take anything. Usually we'll have some wind chimes. We have country hams. We have dog food. Some of the places donate that.
Muck boots.
Muck boots. Those
are very popular.
Oh
They
gosh,
are.
it was a fighting war over those last year. We have another pair of those this year. So it's really comical sometimes to see what people get to bidding on. It really is, because some of the things that you think will not do well at all, someone gets to bidding, because people always want different things.
Okay, so if someone wants to come and be a part of this, again, tell our listening audience who to contact to get tickets or make a donation.
You can contact myself, Elaine West at the Smith County Public Library. The number there is 735-1326, or you can call Denise here at the Smith County Chamber at 735-2093. And like I said, we have 21 tables already sold, but it's never too late. If you don't think you're left out, if you still want a table, you give us a call, because usually we can accommodate you to about a week before. Because that
like fun.
we have to let the caterer and the people that we get the things from. And I want to tell you a little bit about our waiters this time.
Oh, that's the one thing we almost forgot. The waiters, not
Yes.
only, you don't go through the line, your food is brought to your table.
By
Your wait-
experienced, well-trained waiters.
We won't
That-
talk about me dropping the knife on somebody's
that
back last year.
that really know what we're doing.
Or I poured water on someone, but most of them are really good.
Some of them are really good. But we have, of course, the county mayor, Michael Nesbitt's always a waiter for us, and the city mayor, Jimmy Wheeler, and Saber Hodge is always a waiter for us. Billy Woodard, he's county commissioner. He's always, most of the time, a waiter for us. Ben Hearn's going to be a waiter. Now, this is Ben's first year, so we're going to try to break him in good and give him the hardest table. Now, he's from Farm Bureau, and then Ryan Winfrey and Scott Oliver, I believe both of them are Citizen Bank. Is Ryan
Yes,
Citizen Bank?
I
Both
think
of them.
so.
And this will be Scott's first year as well. Now, Ryan has waited tables in the past before. And then, of course, Denise, myself, Sherry Davis from Michael's office, and Barbara Van Trees from your
The
office.
extension
She's
office.
always helped, and Barbara's good. Tina Gentry from Smith County Bank, and Terry Lynn Weaver has always been a waitress for us, and this year Sarah Marie Smith's going to be a waitress for us, and we have a new CEO out at the hospital, and he is going to be a waiter for us, Rod Harkenroad or something.
Rod Harkleroad.
So he's going to...
He's not from these parts, but he'll do a good job.
He's
He'll do a
going
great
to
job.
be a waiter for us, so we're real excited about getting to know him and letting him get to know more people in the community. It'll be real good. So we've tried to call George McDonald. Now, if you want a good waiter, you need to get George McDonald. But he hasn't returned my call. But I told him the last time, I said, don't think I'm going to give
You're
up.
putting him
Well,
on
now
the
he's
spot,
hearing this
Elaine.
maybe, so hopefully he'll be hearing.
Maybe it'll shame him into
But
it.
that is a fun part of the evening too, is getting waited on by someone like such as the mayor. And I know that people dread getting me because I would probably starve because I am not a great waitress. But it is so much fun. We have such a good time interacting, and that's a fun part of the evening.
And and another thing about these waiters, we have tip jars on the table, and to get those waiters to do what you really want or what you really need, you have to put funds in those tip jars. So that's another component of how we raise money at the event, is getting our tips from the tables that we're waiting on. So it'll be again November 17th at the Ag Center. So everybody come out and raise money for a good cause.
Well, I'm looking forward to being there, and I'm just excited to death about this. I want to hear about that ventriloquist. I want to hear
Now,
him.
you just had to say that because you know I can't say it. But it will be good, and the food is going to be fabulous
Yes,
from the
it always
Timberloft.
is.
So, and that will make the waitressing and waiting the table so much, it takes them behind the scenes getting everything ready, and I know that they will do a fabulous
Yes, I
job.
think so
They have a
too.
hard crew to work with.
Yeah.
Because some of us have been doing it for a long time, and I can't say we're much better today than we was when we started.
Right. Thank you, Elaine.
Thank you.
Janie, I am so excited You know, last year, in conjunction with the Smith County Retail Open Houses, we did a wonderful event on the square. And I don't know if you know, and a lot of people don't, but we have added different committees with the Chamber of Commerce. Well, one very, very busy committee is our tourism committee, and we have been working diligently. There's several of us on the committee, and our committees are comprised of, our chairperson is always a board of director on the Chamber of Commerce, and then our chamber members, and we have a fabulous tourism committee. But from that, our Christmas event and our Christmas open house has grown into the first, we're calling it the Smith County Hometown Christmas. Now, last year we did it on the square. We really didn't have a name. We had a community Christmas tree. This year, wow, this committee has brought this to festival level. So first of all, let me tell you, it is in conjunction in the Christmas open houses, and all this will take place on November 25th. So the Smith County Hometown Christmas begins at 1 o'clock, and that starts with our retail open houses, just like always. It's so much fun where everybody gets out of church, and then they hit the businesses in Smith County. All the businesses that are participating, they're going to have everything decorated for Christmas. They're going to have their Christmas trees up.
Get the spirit moving for Christmas.
Yes.
I love Christmas, and the open house is always just that thing that it gets me so excited. I know it does a lot of people. This is not just in Carthage, though.
No,
it's everywhere.
It's in Smith County. It's all Smith County. And one thing I want to mention, when do you start thinking about putting your Christmas decorations up? And when do you think about shopping for Christmas?
Right after Thanksgiving.
And this is when this is.
Exactly.
This is Sunday, November the 25th. So our Smith County Hometown Christmas kicks off from 1 until 4 o'clock, and that's with the retail open houses. Now, we have a list of retailers who are going to be participating. It's going to be in the Carthage Courier, and we have a program that will be out in the businesses that are participating the week prior. So you can get your program early. You can plan out and map out so that you can get to each individual place. Now, what we started last year was, and it was a great success, some of the retailers thought maybe that the participation wasn't as well. So what we decided to do was bring back from many, many years ago, I know you have heard people talk about the cash prize drawings on the square.
Yes.
Okay. The many, many years ago, the Carthage Booster Club, they had a ticket. You received a ticket for ever how much money, and I don't remember the specifics, but you received a ticket for so much money that you spent in a local business. Well, for this Smith County Hometown Christmas, you get a ticket just for going to the open house. So for every open house that you attend, they will give you a ticket. Well, you hold on to that ticket, and then you bring it to the community tree lighting ceremony that's going to take place on the square after the open houses. And we have this big, huge drum barrel that we roll, and we give away with different increments, cash prizes up to $200.
Oh, wow.
So we are so very excited about that, and that's just a little bit excitement, but the real thing is going out and supporting your local businesses.
Yes, indeed, especially today.
One of the things I really value about having it on that particular weekend is that that's a weekend known for shopping, and a lot of people tend to go outside of the county and do their Christmas shopping, and this is a chance to come in and get to see our local businesses. A lot of them are going to run specials and sales. It's a great chance to pick up some unique gifts, not the same old that you see at all the malls. And as well, a lot of people have company in that weekend because of Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And you're always looking for something else to do. And that is a great opportunity to get your family out and create a family tradition by participating in the hometown Christmas event in Smith County.
It is, Donna, and we have a lot of activities, not only just the open houses, but that kind of starts off our event. But beginning also at that same time, we're having our first annual gingerbread house contest.
That's exciting.
That is very
really
exciting. You know, everybody, a lot of people, that's a tradition with their family, is making a gingerbread house. Well, now you can enter it in a contest, and there are there are prizes. They're wonderful prizes for the winners. And actually, we will have entry forms here at the Chamber for you to pick up. There are several different categories. There's a business or a license. So if they're bakeries, you know,
Like a professional.
A professional, not you or not I,
Right.
but someone like Donna and the Timberloft, they could enter this category. There is an adult, 18 and older, a teen category, 13 and 17, a youth category, and a child category, 4 to 8. But we have all of the information here at the Smith County Chamber of Commerce. Donna and Kevin at the Timberloft have the information and the registration forms. Now, there is a deadline, and these have to be turned in on I think it's November 19th. Good deal. On November 19th, and they will be taken to the Smith County Courthouse. Now, they will be judged on that Saturday, but the winners will be announced that evening, Sunday evening,
Yes.
November 25th, at the Community Christmas Tree Lighting Ceremony. But this is just a wonderful event. It's a way to start a family tradition, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll have all of the entries set up inside the courthouse from 1 until 6, so everyone can walk in and view them.
I'm really excited about this contest, Denise, because like you mentioned, starting family traditions. And I think that's one of the things that Smith County Hometown Christmas is looking to enhance. We have a small community, but it's a great community with a lot of principles, and you know, we really value the Christmas tradition. And I know sometimes you can go into the big cities in Nashville and whatnot. I know Opryland Hotel used to display these fabulous gingerbread houses. But the thing about a gingerbread house is you don't have to be an artist to do a gingerbread house. You can, a little kid can create one, and they have so much fun putting together those gingerbread houses. But at the same time, you are going to have some very creative adults out there that are going to enjoy this every bit as much as those kids are. And in the end, you're going to have some really fabulous things to look at. So I would encourage people to be sure to be at this event, for one thing, just to see these gingerbread houses, because I think very few towns are doing this. You don't often outside of a magazine get to see these displays, and it's going to really be something special.
There's not an entry fee, right?
No,
entry
there's
fee.
no entry fee, and it'll smell so good. Can you imagine on that gingerbread? Now, I'll have to say, my gingerbread houses consist of, and you know what? This can even be entered, but you can make a gingerbread house. I remember we made these in elementary school from the milk carton.
The milk cartons.
And you took graham crackers.
And royal icing.
Yes, but wasn't that fun? And you know, that can be done. It doesn't have to be the fancy gingerbread house. We want it to be something that you've enjoyed doing. And it's like you said, Donna, it doesn't have to be one of those big fancy houses.
It does, and to be honest, if someone's interested and they really don't know how to start a gingerbread house, you know, they can feel free to contact me at the Timberloft. I can get them the recipe for the royal icing. We've done this many times with kids when Leah was young, and the kids have so much fun just gluing the candies to the gingerbread house, and they're very, very proud of it. And some of these kids don't ever eat the candy, which is amazing. I've seen people come around to next spring and summer still have their gingerbread houses out.
It's too pretty to put away.
They're so proud of them.
Yes.
It's
and
really
once
fun.
again, you can get your entry forms at the Chamber of Commerce, at Timberloft, and at Carthage City Hall. And if you need more information, please don't hesitate to call the Chamber. And then we have other activities going on with the Smith County Hometown Christmas on the square. We are even this year, it's expanded. We're going to have a horse-drawn carriage rides.
How exciting is
and
that?
this is free too. And it's a beautiful carriage, and this is going to take place between 2 and 5, and they will be located right, if you're facing the front of the courthouse, they're going to be on the right-hand side in the parking lot. But a beautiful horse-drawn carriage and carriage rides. Also, we will have a live nativity scene, and
That is one of my favorite
special.
things. It's from 3 until 5, I think.
Yes,
I believe
it's
that's
from-
right.
You're exactly right.
I love the live nativity. It just brings home the true meaning of Christmas to me.
Absolutely, it does. We also have different businesses here in town that want to be a part of this, and we have Community Bank of Smith County. They're going to be serving hot chocolate. DTC, DeKalb Telephone, they are going to have a coffee booth, and they're going to have coffee with all types of different flavorings.
Oh, wow.
That you can add to it, make your own concoction, you know, the hazelnut. I'm sure they'll have some Christmas Noel spices with cinnamon, and they're going to have those little wonderful cookie stirrers that go in with them. So that will be enjoyable. And we're going to have, Riverview Regional Hospital is going to have a special place set up because Santa Claus and Mystery Claus is going to be there, but he can't remember everything that they tell him. So we have a special booth set up that they can write letters to tell what they want for Santa to bring.
Can we do
them.
that too?
Yes, I'm good. But they're going to have a special place with special Santa stationery, and we're even going to have a special mailbox. So Santa can take those and his elves, deliver those right to his elves from there. So every child needs to come. But now Santa Claus and Mistress Claus, they're making a special appearance.
And she doesn't always make it with him.
She
so this is
doesn't.
very special. So be sure and bring the children out. In my case, nieces and nephews. Bring the grandchildren. The whole family can enjoy this.
Yes.
And it's all free.
It's
which
all
is wonderful.
free.
Everything is free.
And you know, those carriage rides in the city aren't cheap.
you never
But these
hear
are
that
totally
This
free.
is
Yeah, they're free.
amazing.
And Donna, we have special music. We have special Christmas music, and it's live Christmas music, and it is people from Smith County that will be featuring and focusing in on our special hometown Christmas. And at 5 o'clock, I'm so excited. We will have the lighting of our community Christmas tree, and there's going to be a special candlelight song service right after we light the tree. We're all going to sing 2 special songs, and I'm not going to tell you what they're going to be because it's going to be a surprise, but they're going to be by candlelight, and everyone is going to do that.
It's going to be, like you said, this is a festival type event. It's going to be a really great tradition. We're going to announce the winners of the gingerbread contest,
Yes,
right? All
yes.
these free events for your children. It's a great family for all ages.
Yes, it is.
And it's going to be very meaningful, I believe. With the Christmas carols and the lighting of the Christmas tree, this is all really great hometown Christmas type events.
I'm so excited, and we have something else that we're bringing. It's not necessarily new, but we're going to make a special announcements how people can be a part of the Smith County Festival of Lights. And Donna and Sharon all have wonderful information on how we can be a part. You know, everybody, okay, it's Thanksgiving, it's time to get up the Christmas decorations, and everybody's frou-frouing their yard up and their house up. Now, this is the time to showcase it off. And
Yes, absolutely, Denise, and we're really excited about this. My husband and myself from the Timberloft and Dave and Sharon from Butterfly Hollow Bed and Breakfast, we've been working really hard because we really believe that Christmas is about tradition. And one of the things that people get a little dismayed about the holidays is how early all the retail stores put out their Christmas stuff, and Christmas becomes so commercial. But one of the traditions that everybody remembers and really enjoys since they were a little child is Christmas lights.
Yes.
And how fun it is to go drive by, and you know the houses that are really decked out, everybody makes a point to go drive by those homes. So what we would like to do is to really showcase that, and we're going to have a contest with 4 categories, and Sharon's going to tell you about those. What are the categories, Sharon?
Well, there's 4 categories that you can enter in. There's old-fashioned traditional Christmas, which is kind of what it sounds like, the more traditional Christmas decorations. And then there's the animated Christmas lights, and that's with all the animated objects that are just...
the blow-ups.
Oh, yeah,
and
the bigger the better, the more you can have in your yard, the better. And then there's creative lighting, and that one is exactly as it sounds too, right? It's just as creative as you can be with your lights and your
Having
decorations.
fun, so expressing blessing,
Right.
yeah, exactly.
And then the fourth category is keeping Christ in Christmas, and that's more of the religious nativity, more of the religious feel to Christmas, exactly as it sounds too.
And you know, people get very into their Christmas lights, and we were talking about the imaginative. Which category is that?
Creative.
The creative lights,
You know, some people they have music.
Yes,
To their
and the
lights and everything. But
shine
now
to the
tell us
music.
about how can you get people get serious about their Christmas lights now.
Oh, yeah.
And so tell us how they can enter, where they can get their information, and what they need to do.
Great. Well, you can get entry forms at the Timberloft Restaurant or here at the Chamber. As far as entering, there's no cost. Once again, this is free, and there are prizes. The limitations to the prizes are you have to be within the city limits of Carthage, South Carthage, or Gordonsville. However, I just have to say this, that there are people outside of the city limits that do absolutely fabulous jobs with their homes, and they can still be on the map. We're going to publish a map. In fact, this map is going to be published in Wilson County, in Macon County, in DeKalb County, and in Smith County. And we're going to publish a map so that other people can come into our community to enjoy the lights as well. And if you're outside the city limits, you can still come in, fill out an entry form. There's no charge. You will be on the map. And and if you're a little freaked out about, oh my God, I like to decorate, but I don't know if I'm good enough to be judged, don't worry about it. You know what? We just want to enjoy what you do. And one of the runners-up in the past was someone who just simply put really large, old-fashioned Christmas bulbs on their picket fence. And they were actually a runner-up. So don't feel like you're not
It
creative
doesn't
enough.
have to be all fancy, different.
It's just, and the judge, we have a really special secret judge. I can't tell you who it is, but it's a really special person. And the judges will be driving around Smith County in a limousine doing the judging. So it's going to be a really fun event. We're so excited.
What is the deadline to enter in the Festival of Lights if I wanted to do it?
It'll be December 12th.
Okay.
Is the deadline. So you got some time to get those lights up, but make sure you get in there because we want to put your name on the map, and businesses as well. Of course, we have some awesome sponsors. Smith County's been so good to sponsor. However, if you want your business decorated on the map, there is a $15 charge, but get with us. We'd be glad to put you in there too.
Fun.
And everyone likes to ride around. That's a tradition with my family, is ride around and look at the Christmas lights. So
And there again, not just in your county, but you like to go to all the close places.
True.
So it'll bring in other people.
But it's good that we've got all this right here in Smith County for everyone to enjoy. You don't have to drive to Nashville or anywhere else. You can stay right here in the county. And what a wonderful day starting on November 25th that kicks off everything until Christmas.
Exactly. And if you need more information about the Smith County Hometown Christmas, please contact the Chamber. Stop in at the Timberloft and call them, City Hall, the Mayor's office. We're all working together. And this actually kicks off, we've got a parade coming up right after.
Yes, we do. On November 26th, we have the Carthage Christmas Parade. Always fun.
And their theme this year is Smith County Hometown Christmas. And so they're coordinating kind of with what we're going with. It is November 26th. It starts at 6 in the evening. There is no entry fee once again. You can contact Kindred Nursing Home, and that is 7350569, and they can give you all the information concerning an entry form. And you can enter up until the day of, is what I'm understanding. And there is no entry fee. You just need to contact them to let you know that you'll be in it. And also at the end, they're going to have Santa Claus is spending the night. He's actually going to stay in Smith County so he can be for the parade the next night.
He's going to be here a lot.
He is. We're special.
Well, I guess we are. And you know what? The next weekend, we have on Saturday, December 1st, the Gordonsville Christmas Parade will be held at 5 p.m. Now, if you would like to enter this, the entry forms can be picked up at the Gordonsville City Hall, and the deadline to get your float entry in will be November 28th. You can contact them at 683-8282. And again, there's no entry fee for their parade either. So.
Absolutely, and they take the opportunity to give back to the community. They take toys for the Smith County Health Center and food, and this has grown. And their theme is a Night of Lights Christmas parade, and it's at night, and every float has lights on it.
Fun, fun, fun. Yes, and make sure if you do want to make a donation for boys and girls, make sure they're unwrapped so that they will know, which gender it's supposed to go to, or non-perishable food items as well. So we're so excited. This is great.
It is. Thank you so much for joining us on the Smith County Chamber Corner.